Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 10 of Crusader Kings 2 Monks and Mystics. Why do I have this character as special interest? Oh, that's because it was the lover, but it's now just my courtier, so we don't really need you as special interest anymore. Let's go ahead and unmark you. So we are in just a couple of tributary wars really. We're basically just trying to recover all the tributaries that we had before our father died. Which will be really good for us because it will allow us to start making a lot of money again. And we are making a lot of money, but making more money is better. So we'll keep all of these pop-ups. Go and just kill this army. Hire someone to fight. No, I trust her word. We're just going to assume it's our kid. We're not bothered. So we'll just keep sort of smashing your army down. You may go and try and siege something. So we'll go over here, we'll sort of beat you up one last time, and then we'll siege out the province and we'll chase you down if we need to later on. In the meantime, can we actually build any upgrades? A better barracks could be good. Again, more pop-ups. Let's get the better barracks. Let's go ahead and have a look at Northampton. And we can build a barracks here. Heavy infantry is always good for us. So what have we got here? As he's growing older, I can see that Aidwulf could use some guidance. He's my nephew. I'm bothered about my nephew. Not my problem. Child lacks a focus. Illegitimate daughter. You can just go for thrift as we usually do. So we're not too bothered about that. Now, he's standing here. He does actually have enough to siege down, but my siege ticks should be quicker. We're getting 5.5 every 12 days. He's getting 4.8 every 12 days, and we started first, so we should quite easily be able to siege out this province and then move over there and give his army a good kicking before he actually has a chance to do anything. And then there's still quite a few that we can do. I am not the law. Lose the trait just. That's unfortunate, but never mind. So we can still get Essex, we can still get Norfolk, we can get Kent, we can get Surrey. So we want to go ahead and get all of these. Start the Viking Age. This is where the game starts to get annoying because we start getting raided every 5 minutes. I noticed that Paradox actually put a poll out asking people what they thought of the different paid DLCs and the different mechanics and features added by the paid DLCs for Crusader Kings 2 since it came out. And unanimously, the most hated DLC is the Sunset Invasion, which I completely agree with. I mean, it's interesting, but it's so ahistorical, and it's so annoying to basically have, at some point randomly in the game, you basically have the Aztecs turning up and taking over most of this part of the map. And they're almost impossible to wipe out. I think the only advantage you have against them is I don't think their armies recover over time. So usually what happens is, you know, you win a few wars against them every now and again. I will not be blackmailed, so someone's going to rise up against us. We do want to try and finish this first. Now what we're going to do here instantly is call in our allies into all wars. Got a couple of allies because we've got the King of Scotland there as well. Open council positions, we need a new marshal. Let's go ahead and make... well, you can be the marshal, actually, because you're discontent. So we'll make you the marshal. And you're actually leading troops at the moment. Let's go and have you training troops in Leicester. I was going to say that should go away now. Vassal inheritance warning shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's go ahead and... got no allies to give an order to. I do really want to get this war over. Right, Scotland is now coming in. Pickland is coming in. Pickland. Attach to my army, please, as soon as you can. And you're coming in as well, so you've not got a huge stack. But I'd also like... I want one big stack at this point. It's going to be the safest way to do it. So we're at 36% on this tributary war. Pope loves me, apparently. Speaking of the Pope, do you love me enough to give me any money? No. We don't have the piety. Not that we really need the money, but We're losing a fair bit of money at the moment because we don't have all of the tributaries that we'd like. 91% in this tributary war. So if we can go ahead and wipe this army out quickly, we might get the other 9%. Another daughter. Remember, you can only get 75% from a battle, right? We are at 100%, so we're going to go ahead and offer a peace there. And now what we can do, if we want to, is we can instantly call him into the other war. Now, I want Scotland's army to get down here, so I'm just going to wait a little. Do not have the numbers to get down here and do anything until Pitland gets down here. I'm going to keep calling them Scotland because, you know, that's how I know them as the Scotland. So Scotland's going to come down here. You're going to all merge up with my army. At least that's what you're supposed to be doing. And then we'll go down here and give these guys a damn good kicking. Right, okay. So, let's get a move on. Let's get down here. Hopefully you're all going to come... Yeah, you're going to follow. You're just lagging behind for some random reason. But you do have 17,000 troops behind me, so we should be okay here. So, Scotland are going to turn up a little bit late. A bit late to the party, but they did get there in the end. And the defenders should go down very, very quickly. We shouldn't have too many problems with them. And we've already got 27% war score. Let's go and chase them up to Lindsay. And then it's Oxford that we'll want to siege out. That's the important one. Their army's getting a pretty good kicking in most provinces. That'd be nice if we can actually chase them all the way back down to Oxford. Why have we got title loss on succession again? Why is people not voting for Tratos? We're going to have to kill off our cousin. Attempt to abduct. We still don't have 50 dark power yet. 31. You're on the list, dude. You're going to be going down. Random people dying. So let's chase you down into Oxford. And then after we've done with Oxford... after we've killed you, we'll sort of just try and siege down Oxford. Try and get a nice siege done quickly. So we'll just sit around there for a while. Now, how quickly are we gaining dark power? 1.5. Our intrigue's not greatly high. You got elusive shadow, very nice. But yeah, if we can't get people to vote for the guy we want, we're just going to have to kill off the guy we don't want. It's as simple as that, really. Child lacks an education focus. You are going to go for... We don't really want you to... Do you know what? We could go learning education, because if we go learning education... so half-brother, we have got the potential of then getting somebody else into the... what's it called? The Hermetic Society later on. So that could be useful. Just trying to keep our options open for a bit of varied gameplay later on. So how are these sieges going? We are working at 7.9% every 12 days. They're working at 5.1% every 12 days. Here's the Vikings, you can see. They are already starting to annoyingly raid. But that should be fine. Barracks has been built. Capture and sacrifice a powerful ruler. Now, actually, that's quite an interesting story, because who are you again? You are an earl, so you actually count as a powerful ruler. Still can't attempt to abduct you yet, but let's just keep our eye on you. Because as soon as we can, we'll be killing two birds with one stone there. So we'll be able to get rid of the person that everybody's voting for, but also kill off that powerful ruler. So we should be able to siege out Oxford first, and then safely get over here to Bedford and wipe the army out. Well, not wipe the army out, but give them a good kicking again before they can siege anything. Okay, so that's put us up to 50%, but now we're just going to go and march across here. Scotland may or may not come with us. Yeah, they are still supposed to be attaching, but I think even then the AI will normally join in a fight in a neighbouring province, especially when it looks like it's definitely going to go your way anyway. So 51% war score goes up to 82% war score. We'll catch their army in Oxford again, and we will continue to siege Oxford. Excellent. So what have we got now? There's actually a second castle down here. There's 2 baronies. So you've got Reading Castle and Buckingham Castle. So we'll be sieging both of those down. Take a little bit of time, but we should get stuff done. And then, yeah, we want to try and do as many tributary wars as we can. People are now voting for Tratos again. Have you joined a society? Looks like you might well have done. Member of the Benedictine Order. Interesting. You don't have any male children. Okay, fair enough. Well, at least if we do end up playing Tratos, we may end up with our order already selected for us, which could be interesting. Rumours have reached you that people are conspiring to kill your son. Known plots. You're still working on that one. Do you not just end the plot, dude? It's not going anywhere. That's worrying, but we don't really care too much. Let's let this play on. You are trying to siege down the bishopric in Kent. So we'll just wait. We should win this war without too many problems. And then we can go back to picking on the smaller provinces. Now, which ones did we get? So we got both of those ones. So we probably want to go for Sussex. And then Essex and Norfolk, because they're only 2 provinces. And then finally we can go on down here and do Wessex. So we're at 90% now. They don't even have enough men down here to siege. This shall be done in another 3 ticks. So 2 more ticks now. Son was born to Ace with the Fox. Interesting, because my father's been dead for... Who's the father? Apparently there isn't one. Okay, but we're at 100% here, so let's go ahead and offer peace. Fantastico. Let's go and drop the levies, because they do need to recover. So we'll wait a little bit of time for that. While they're recovering, let's go ahead and have a look who we need to suck up to. Heavy infantry leader is always the best one. So you... we've already got you in prison. So we can just go ahead and sacrifice you. So let's go ahead and do that. Did that not actually complete the mission for us? Okay, so how do we complete that mission? Oh, we don't have it. I thought we had a mission. Did we not accept the mission? Oh, well, we've killed him off anyway, so it still helped. So let's go back and have another look. We've got you. You're my vassal. Let's just ransom you out. Right mouse button. Most people actually like us, which is a really good thing. Some minor titles grantable. Child lets an education focus. So let's go and... Oh, yes. Let's definitely give you Marshal. Do we want to give out any minor titles to anybody? Is there anybody here that could like us a little bit more? Remember, you can't give honorary titles to children. Let's also ransom you if we can. Wait for these to be done. Because this doesn't update automatically. You have to reopen it. Let's give you a honorary title. And we'll just make you like Master of the Hunt or something. Just try and get a little bit of extra... just try and get them to like us a little bit extra each time. If we wanted to go into Sussex and declare a tributary war, we could probably do it. Yeah, that's a little bit weird. It's not appropriate. Right, you. Pause. Well, I tell you to declare war, tributary war, and send. And we are going to raise... we'll raise the vassal levies as well. We don't have many of them at the moment. They are a little bit weak, but... the more men we can get together, the easier it'll be for us to make money and get lots of troops. So I think things will generally be fine. Once we take these two sort of petty kingdoms as tributaries, life will be a lot easier for us. And then we go back to trying it again on Island. So let's get everybody together. If you'd kindly all hurry up. There we go. And Tratos, I guess you can sit in the middle. And we don't have particularly good commanders, but it will be fine. Let's go down there. We've got pretty much 3-1 on the numbers. So we'll just sort of march straight in and give you a kicking if we can. Obviously now we've got vassal levies raised too long, but this shouldn't be a long war. Now I assume they're probably just going to march straight into Sussex. And they are, so we'll move in over there to catch them. Things still improving with the Pope. So we'll catch them there, beat them up again. What just happened? Tratos died in battle. This is my son. See, this is why you've got to be careful. This is why you've got to be careful putting your rulers into battle, because these things always happen. So let us nominate our son. Might as well. Anybody nominates anybody else, we'll just kill them off. It'll be fine. So still title loss on succession. Earl Coalwolf. Is it you? Earl Cole. It is you. But if you go missing, then surely you won't be able to do that. So we might be trying to go and kill somebody else off here. Who's ruling our... We've got nobody in the centre. That's a bit unfortunate. We need to... minor titles. We've got 2 commander slots. You can go in the middle anyway. We might even get you killed off. Let's go ahead and put you in the centre. We are also trying to abduct him. He's leading the army, so one way or another he's going to die. The only thing we don't know yet is how and when. Well, I guess we can go and give you Marshal. You don't have any positive traits towards it, but at the same time you don't have any negative ones either. So that should work out for us. So, you guys are sieging 4.4 every 12 days. I am sieging 5.3. We'll approve the scheme. And we have captured him. So, open council positions. We need a new Marshal. Which can be my nephew. Yep, you're leading that. That is fine. You are going to be sacrificed. Hail Satan. We only get 10 dark power, but he's now dead. And you dislike me. Become arbitrary. So do we want to try and suck up to you, or do we want to try and kill you off? I think we may end up killing you off at some point. Still, we've got the right nominated successor now, so that's fine. Just going up to speed 4 now, assuming the game's going to run fine. I was having a few issues with EU4 that I was recording before this. Running at speed 4 was causing it to lag out all the time, which was very annoying. Heavy foot. Heavy infantry is always absolutely brilliant if you are a feudal leader, because most of your army is going to be made up of heavy infantry. Mastermind Theologian, nice. So let's get back down here. What have we got down here? My brother in darkness was passing by and decided to pay me a surprise visit. Thought we might stage an impromptu orgy. Sure, let's go ahead and do it. We gain the trait Frail, but we gain 100 dark power. Now then, what did we have going on here? Earl Wulfstan of Oxford inherited the county of Bedford from Earl Eldebad of Bedford. So, we're not too bothered about you for the time being. The other guy very much so. What we'd like to do is to get to the demonic possession one. What does it require us to go up? 750 dark power. I was just about to say we haven't had any missions yet. Capture and sacrifice a powerful ruler. You are an earl. What about if we were to sort of... who could we try and capture? Attempt to abduct. Your account. What about somebody like you? Yeah, we can't abduct you. Well, let's try it. I mean, he's an earl. Actually, what does it say in the mission here? Right-click on the portrait of a prisoner in your dungeons who is landed. So basically, it's anyone who's landed. Do we have any landed prisoners already? Just be done with the plots. We don't have any prisoners. Okay. So in that case, then we will attempt to abduct you and play on. So put out the word. And we should be able to siege this down before they get to do anything. Yep, you've stopped scheming. However, that is probably a good place to end the video because we're over the 20-minute mark. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2 with the Monks and Mystics DLC. I will see you on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.